My newest romance is kind of a paranormal Western fantasy romance. It's a trilogy. It's part two in a trilogy. It's called The Dark of the Moon, and that pretty much says what it's about. It is about the dark side of life and how sometimes we go through times that are very difficult and dangerous times or times that are painful. My heroine is a little older than the average romance heroine. She was the mother in When Fates Conspire, and her son was killed. She is now alone. She has a hired hand, Toby, who's not a very gifted hired hand, but she keeps him on because he was with her son when he was killed in kind of a freak riding accident. And she's having a hard time holding on to the ranch, and there's those who want to force her off of it because they think it's of value. They want something that's on that ranch, and she's determined to hold on to it because this was a family heritage. She's had this ranch, they've had it from her greats. So and even before that, because she's 3/4 Cheyenne, so her people have been in this area for a long time, and she is a woman who loves that life, but she's got to find a way to make it work, and it's been very difficult and on limited budget and with those who are trying to drive her off. A man shows up. He's a guy where she's loved and lost, a guy who has never ever had a love. He's lived a life that has had to have secrets because he sees the other side and he can talk to the other side. He long time ago was told by his father this gift came down through the family. It wasn't something he sought, but it was something that's just there, and he had to basically hide it when he was a child. Now he uses it, and he uses it for good and to try to help people, and he fights as a warrior of light. So they come together, the man who's never loved and the woman who's loved and lost, and they have to find a way to find out what's going on, who's after the ranch, and how can they stop it from happening. In the meantime, there's another couple. They were also in When Fates Conspire, Jessica and Cole. And Cole, in particular, is going through a difficult time because Cole is having memories that he can't explain. He needs to figure out what's going on. And he's disturbed also because his brothers tried to kill him in the first book, and he let them go. He let them go by firing them and telling them, "You're out of my life." But now he's concerned with who they're working for and what's going on. So he's hired a firm that specializes in this and a little something extra. And but that's not really quite enough for Cole. He's going to have to come also to Billings and eventually to the Boxey Ranch, where the whole story mostly is happening. So it's paranormal, it is fantasy, it's a romance, and yes, it's a Western.